guys.
Hello.
Welcome back to Tattoo Tapes. My name is Nero Prento.
I'm Tibor Varga, and this is a podcast about tattooing and tattoo industry and all of that.
We're recording in North of Winter studio.
Mm-hmm.
And if you like to help us, just hit the like button and subscribe. We have links over here. It's a link.
It's right here.
Perfect. What are we going to do in this episode?
Yeah, so this episode we have a special guest in. His name is Liam Hunter. He's going to jump in a second. But we thought it would be a great idea to talk about mental health.
Yeah, it's
As
a big thing.
Tattoo is a client, because this time of age I think it's very important. There are many industries talking about mental health at the moment.
You remember like the old days of 90s? That wasn't a thing, like there wasn't existing mental health. And, but it's
just
like,
tough it up.
yeah, you just suck it up, bro, and just continue. But yeah, now that's a big thing.
It is important, man, because we're all going through some hardships, and it's important to talk about these sort of things. So we thought we're just going to have a chat. We have some questions prepared, and let's see how it goes. Before we start, we just want to say a huge
shout out
a huge shout out our mate Alex Boca, who's not here today because he's got married.
Woohoo!
Well, he's getting married. Sorry, he's
getting married.
Not just yet, but I mean, the time this airs, he's gonna be married, hopefully.
Yeah. Unfortunately we're missing this party. Free drinks and food.
Yes. But we're wishing him a lifetime of happiness.
And he's already like a lot of years with his partner, let's say, because they're partners now.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be just a signed paper. Like they're already happy together. Gonna be the best.
So shout out to Alex.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
So let's bring Liam in. And
hey, Liam.
hello.
Hello. How are we?
Yeah, all good. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too, brother.
Yeah, man. So please introduce yourself and tell us about your story a little bit. Like how you started tattooing, where you worked.
Yeah, so I started tattooing back in 2008 in a place called Otley in Leeds.
Mm-hmm.
It was a proper street shop,
Mm-hmm.
you know. It was. I kind of like to think of it as like one of the last of the old school apprenticeships, you know, because every sort of like thing that I witnessed with other apprentices in my early days, it was like the apprenticeships seemed to get quite softer, which I'm glad at, because I think about some of the things that me and my peers had to do during our apprenticeships and things like that, and it's nice that like when I've had apprentices coming up, I've not had, they've not had to go through the things I had to do during my apprenticeship. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, there were bad days, but the good days really outweighed the bad ones. It was really good. And then after that, I sort of moved around a little bit, but then I opened my own studio up in 2012.
You opened your own studio?
Yeah. Okay. And I had that for about just under 10 years.
Okay.
And then I moved out in some studios in and around Bradford, because that's where I was living at the time.
Yeah.
And then about a year ago, I had some stuff going on in personal life, like my marriage fell apart and all sorts of things like that. And there was just a really sour taste about being in Bradford and working in Bradford more than anything, because there was the scene in that city, touch and go here and there, stuff like that. So I decided to get out of there. Both I had to move out of the city and I had to not work in that city too. So I didn't go far. I only went to the next city over, but I went to Leeds. But I'm at Rose and Thorn now, and I've been there since May. Nice. And I feel creative again, man. Like nice. Because where I was before, like, don't get me wrong, I was tattooing and it was great, and I was having a laugh in the studio. But the entire time after, like, certain things had happened, I just had no interest in doing art. I was like, I in any fine art or painting or charcoal or nothing. And I think it was like a week after I'd moved into Leeds, I was like, I can't wait to do it again. And it was like, I had passion for things again.
Be in that environment.
Exactly,
like-minded artists.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, in total, I've been tattooing since 2008. it's been cool.
Nice. What's the style you're doing?
I've always mainly focused on realism, both color and black and grey. I've always geared more towards portraits. I couldn't tell you why. It's just something I really enjoy doing. Yeah. But lately, I've been toying with like dark ornamental, dark filigree, and things like that, and a little bit of calligraphy and stuff because, like yourself, I have a bit of a background in graffiti.
Yeah.
So letters are something I understand quite well. So it's to tattoo it. It blows some people's mind, but I think it's really easy.
It is.
Yeah, I think it's really easy. Yeah, piecing letters together, I don't see the issue with it.
Yeah, it's so nice to add to realism because it really creates a flow where it flows with the body.
Exactly.
Letters, you can do a lot of things. So, yeah. We have similar interests.
I definitely say so. Yeah, I think that's why you're doing my back piece as well.
Yes.
which is healing lovely so far, by the way.
Yeah, nice. Awesome, great to hear. Okay, guys. So obviously I know you for a while, and I heard some of your stories before, but I'm not too clued up in like what happened in your past. But I heard about your addiction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and if you could tell
absolutely,
that a little bit.
Yeah, because it's actually funny you say this because I've thought about this over the last few years.
Okay.
With my own sobriety, I mean, I've just celebrated 5 years. Sober, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, I'm so happy about it. Thank you. Amazing. And but I see, especially with alcoholism and especially things like cocaine as well. I see it so much in the industry. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody likes a drink. Some people like a bump and stuff like that. But I see bad habits, slowly turning into addictions in the industry. I know so many artists who they'll go out and they won't be back home until 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then they'll go and tattoo again. Yeah. And that's not cool. Now, at the end of the day, you are putting something on someone's body for the rest of their life. There's a level of personal professionalism and pride that you should have. And because I keep seeing it in the industry and things like that, it's something that I think needs to be spoken about. Yeah. But I see why they do it because, as tattoo artists, we've all dealt with things like back pain and that social battery running out when you've been talking all day and things like that.
So almost like an escapism.
It's total escapism. It's total escapism. It was for me. Yeah. I would hit every bar on the way home because I wasn't driving at the time. So I on my walk home, I would hit every bar on the way home. And things like it was really that bad. And then COVID happened, which gave me some much needed time off. Okay. And it gave me a chance to sort of reevaluate things. I mean, the reevaluation properly came. I woke up one day, I looked in the bathroom mirror, and the whites of my eyes had all gone yellow. So I was kind of like, oh shit. So I had to sort that out. Yeah. And I've not looked back ever since. But I quit smoking on the same day. Okay. On the 17th of July, I quit smoking and drinking on the same day. Trial by fire, man. But it's definitely put me in a better place regarding is what you were talking about earlier with mental health in the industry. It's put me in a better spot with it anyway. Because we can't. It's not good to rely on a substance or a crutch.
Yes.
With mental health, especially in a creative world, it's something we have to approach head on, and it's only going to make you more creative. As shitty as it is, it's only things are only going to help.
Yeah.
Oh, if you channel them properly, anyway.
Yes. Yeah. Well, mate, I'm really happy for you. By the way,
thank you so much.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, thank you.
Because in that situation, you can get lost at that, and probably I don't know these people, but probably there are some people like they went to the other way. And they gone already, and they were amazing artists, and there was a bright career before.
Oh no, if you
them,
I think it's easy, especially with drugs. Like even with alcohol, don't misunderstand. But I think drugs can take you fast in that rabbit hole, without noticing, and suddenly you see yourself you're lost in that realm.
Oh, it's so easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Yeah, just remember with me when I was like younger, like, you know, partying, and then suddenly you wake up one day and you see it, and you're like, whoa, like I'm doing these the last 6 months, not once a day or once a week, like you do it like repeatedly, and you're like, whoa, like you need to get that slap to your face and
and before you know it, those hangovers and those come downs, they don't last a few hours anymore. They last all day or 2 days. And you've written off 2 days and you're just feeling like crap. And you're just like,
And, you know, do you think that the young people, they see all these old school tattoo artists like, oh, you know, partying, and then they're like feeling like, oh, this is so cool, and they just want to be cool dude, like, but it's not cool to be like
the rock star.
The rock star.
Yeah, because they see the way that artists used to be in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s, and they were wild, man. They were super wild, man. And
tons of money.
Hell yeah, because there was one shop for every 3 cities, and that's it. But and you know, you saw the way they used to behave, and they were rock stars back then because they were kind of celebrities in your neighborhood and things. So they, you know. And it's not as if like they go to a bar and they pay for the drinks or they pay for their weed or they pay for their cocaine. No, people were giving them it. This is like, you give me that cool tattoo and it only cost me a $5. There's a bag of weed, you know.
I had customers coming and offering me like dealing. They were like, "Can I pay you with drugs?"
Yes.
I'm like, yeah.
Have you ever had that?
No.
I have. I've had loads. Look, but I've had it as a tip. I was like, they paid, and then there's some weed, man.
No. People like, I can pay you with 2 bags of cocaine. I'm like, no. You can pay the shop if you want. I want cash.
If you're putting supplies forward for the Christmas party, that's fine.
Once I worked way before tattooing, I worked in a festival in this burger place, and then people came and said, "Look, man, I don't have any money, but I have a bag of weed. Can you give us some burgers because we're starving?" I was like, "Yeah, man."
It sounds like a good trade. It sounds like a really good trade.
Yeah. And then you can go out and clean everything. Of course, you're gonna find so many tracks.
And that's when you find loose money. Yeah.
So should we step on the questions that we have
some
today?
questions.
Like that's gonna help like some people, like, you know.
So So how do you personally manage the emotional demands of tattooing for hours each day? Which is, I think, it's a very good question because obviously we have to focus on the design. It's super important to not fuck it up, right? So we are 100% on every day.
Yes,
because that's what the job requires us to do. And that is hard because obviously we have life on the go. We have, some of us have children. You know, a lot of things happening outside the tattooing, and then all of a sudden we are arriving to the studio, and then no matter what, you are 100% on.
Yes.
And then you know to deal with that.
Yeah, I've often thought about that as well. It's like for some reason you kind of leave your baggage at the door. You don't consciously do it. It's just something you do because you know you switch into work mode, like tattoo mode, and especially like with the hours that we sit, and things like that with the big sessions we do.
Yeah.
And I find though, if you do have sort of like a negative thing going on upstairs while you're tattooing, and you are, you say you're on a bit of the tattoo, let's say it's like a background part or something like that, when you can just kind of go and you have a bit of thought to yourself.
Yeah.
And I found it where you can think on those things and it make you worse, but at the same time, it gives me a chance to sort of think of it and almost channel it into what I'm doing sometimes, I guess. But then I find tattooing's great in that respect because it's so intensive that sometimes you can't think about anything else apart from what you're doing.
Yeah.
Especially when you're dealing with a portrait or something like that. You've got to be so in there that everything else has to take a backseat.
Yeah. This is a very interesting state what we are in when we concentrate on a tattoo. I found myself, I'm still thinking, but it's almost like two separate.
It's like you can split your brain in two.
Yeah,
exactly.
Almost like, because I'm 100% in, I'm concentrating, but then at the same time I'm listening music or someone chatting to me, but it's like only like it's separated.
It's a weird.
I love the moments that you just go in and you get lost and you're like over there and now you don't know and suddenly you check around and you're like, what?
And all of a sudden you're back in the room 45 minutes later and you're, well, I tattooed all that. Like, when did I do this?
When the time flies, those are the good sessions, I feel.
And everything's gone right. And
it's like, what is the 3 o'clock? What happened?
You finish at 3. Yeah. I don't remember the last time I didn't finish before like 8 p.m.
Not finishing at 3.
Well, no, yeah, I'm gonna say when
5 o'clock.
because I'm such a git for this, just not starting at a reasonable hour. Because I'm quite like Sam in that respect. Like I'll just turn up and it's like I'll just mingle and do my thing. Then I'm ready to tattoo. I kind of have to be. I have to get in the thing, and my clients like they used to kind of get a bit impatient, but now they're like, it's Liam, we know. They just know not to book anything after. And then it's fine.
I'm not doing that crazy hours.
It's crazy hours, but you do it like you come here like at 9 o'clock usually, like that.
Yeah. But like you see, you have a family. I have myself.
I know. Yeah, maybe that would be different.
Of course, yeah.
Okay. The second question is like, have you ever experienced burnout?
Yes. Oh yeah.
The burnout.
I think so, like everyone goes to that stage one day, like just.
Yeah, it's a curious thing with burnout. It's not something I've had often because I don't know why I don't know how I could say why, but it's just having that kind of that resilience to work long hours day after day after day is something I've had for quite a while. But there are days when even kind of like when I feel really sluggish. But I think burnout, I've been kind of fortunate that burnout has cropped up at periods when I've been allowing myself a break anyway. So I genuinely think like I had one before I went to Thailand back in June. Because I remember getting to Thailand and feeling like genuinely lighter. Like I was like, because even if people were messaging me about tattoos and things like that, there was bugger all I could do about it. So I was just like, you don't think about it. And then all of a sudden I lost signal. We went to these really remote islands and I lost signal. And I was like,
this is good.
So I think I've been quite fortunate, but I see a lot of other artists that have had burnout before and it affects them in ways that you don't think it would.
Like,
it can make them very argumentative. Sometimes, it's not their fault essentially because it's what they've, what's happened to them, not what they're doing. But
so burnout is a build up. I always think about like that. It's a build up of everything what's happening. Like the work is crazy, the life is crazy, and then it's just building up. You're grinding every day, and you're tired, or maybe doing some sports. You're tired of that or whatever, and then it's a build up. So you have to have the break. And that's why so many tattooists doing regular breaks, like a week every month, or an extra day a week. I don't know.
I think so, you need to have like to organize your week good. Like sometimes if you put like 7 days like working constantly, or you need like a break between those just to chill, like a day for you. Like nothing.
Something that's super important.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I could probably do 7 days a week for a bit before it started to take its toll. And don't get me wrong, I'd probably be like really happy that I'm doing all this tattooing. It's really cool. But I think the problem with something like that, and especially with a job like this, as unique as every day is, if you burn out, you can suddenly fall out of love with tattooing. And before you know it, you're not tattooing anymore. Or you're considering something else. And I've definitely been there where I've just been like, fuck tattooing.
I think all of us.
I almost became a chef once. I once worked on a North Sea oil rig. Genuinely nearly left tattooing to work on an oil rig because I like the idea of being in the middle of nowhere.
I've heard so many tattooists that they need a break. Like Dadan, who did my arm and chest in Denmark, I spoke with him, like I kept like in contact. I was speaking. He was tattooing like for 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time, like he just stopped tattooing, becoming a carpenter. Like he got tired of all that. He got tired. On his case, he got tired of the clientele.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I cannot cope. Like people, they don't respect anymore the art, and I just want a break. I'm gonna tattoo only people that I believe, like he believes that they deserve his art or something like that.
I guess it's personal for everyone.
But I guess he's kind of winning there because he's made tattooing. He's not relying on tattooing as his primary base of income.
Yeah.
And at that point, he's only tattooing for fun.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, should tattooing be your second job? Should it? Maybe, but I love this shit too much to not do it every day.
But I think so, like if you do, because I have done that for years before. Like I started doing it full time, and I think so, like you don't focus 100%. You're tired from the other job. You cannot be. You're gonna be creative because you're gonna do things only that you love to do. So you are not doing it because I have to do it to get the money.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna focus on that,
But tattooing is a service, first of all, I think, so people coming to you because they love your style and they want something. I mean, not all the clients coming because of that.
It takes time until you build that, I think. So, you know what I mean? Like,
I think there comes a point in your career where people are coming to you because of what your name is rather than what you do. And I think that is pretty cool. I think that is actually very cool because that's like people coming to you going like, I want your painting because you painted it. I think that's really cool. And when you get people going, it's like, I'm looking for Tibor Varga, and you're like, I love it when you get those little celebrity moments as a tattoo artist. I was setting up at a convention one year, and I was with my old apprentice, and we were walking through, and we both heard these girls at this other table. They just finished setting up, and going, oh, dude, that's Liam Hunter. I told you I was fucking coming. And Tabby told me, and I was just walking down aisle. I just fling my dick over my shoulder. And that was super cool. But I think we as creators as well, people who suffer tremendously. I don't know about you two, but I get very bad imposter syndrome. Okay. Oh, terribly. Like people, you could tell me I'm the best on planet Earth, and I still won't believe you, man. Mm-hmm. But so when you do get those little, it's all of us. When you get those little ego boosts, things like that. Exactly. Yeah. It was like my friend Nico when he said he wanted to get tattooed by me, and he's fucking brilliant. He's so good. And I met him at the Poland show, at the World of Ink show, and he said like he wanted to get tattooed by me too. I was like, no, you? Fuck
well,
no.
That was the same when you told me, like when you messaged. I was like, really?
Oh, dude, I didn't know that. That's cool as fuck. And I love stuff like when, especially when your peers say something like that.
Yeah.
That's the best.
It's always you feel like really happy.
Oh, dude, like the first time Amy Edwards commented on one of my things on Instagram, I was running around the shop going, look at this.
The first time was with Leanne. Like, I really love Leanne's work. And
so clean, isn't it?
And then Leanne asked me to tattoo her face. And I saw that, and I was like, fuck, like, I was like wondering, like, I'm not good. I'm like, I'm shit. And then Leanne asked me for the face. I was like, fuck. Like,
I would feel like it's my first ever tattoo. I'd be like, I love Leanne. I have so much time for Leanne. She's what's some of the cleanest tattooing I've ever seen. I remember when at Mosley I used to come to her and say, it's frustratingly clean, your work. It annoys me how clean it
is. I love how chills.
Sorry, have you seen the gem she just did? Yesterday.
The gem on the show. Yeah.
Oh, dude, yes. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah. And the collaboration she did with Jordan?
Yeah.
That was really nice. Yeah. Very kind of Sandra Riffardi with the Disney elements on the skull and stuff, but it was so uniquely them. I thought it was really nice.
Yeah. I think like those are when you get like two great artists jumping into one subject, they can make like phenomenal work.
That's why I want to do more collaborations. I've not done one in so long. I really want to, because we've been speaking about one.
We're going to do one.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I do enjoy collaborations. It's really nice to
And you've been working on
spend like a little more time and on the same project. So pick a brain the other artists, get some little techniques, this and that. It's amazing. I really like.
You have that collaborative effort of going, what if we do this little bit? You're like, and it's really get into it.
Right, next one, okay? So, do you think the rise of social media pressures tattooists to be always on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think there's definitely merit to social media, I think. I think we definitely, as tattoo artists, we're so good at being negative and focusing on the bad parts about the industry changing and how it's changed. Where I think we do need to kind of channel and cherry pick the good parts too. And I think there are certain good bits about social media. Like I remember when I first started getting on Instagram early in my career, thinking this is the coolest thing ever because I have a portfolio on my phone and anyone can look at it. It's really good. But now I've seen that it's a lot less of a tool and it's more like the primary source of engagement. It's almost as if it's not the tattoos you do aren't as important. Yes. That's what annoys me. Yeah. And how tattoo artists now are just trying to become celebrities.
Yes.
It's hilarious because I'm watching them fail. It's really funny because they're trying so hard. And it's like, oh, look at all these million followers on TikTok. Doesn't mean you're any good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it doesn't. It's not, it's not going to make me believe that you're any better.
Yeah.
Just because of the follow count or the like count. It's all superficial nonsense.
Yeah.
I do think it's good in the sense of that there's more ways to connect, but at the same time, I think it's put the priorities in the wrong place for a lot of parts of the industry. Yeah. I think, and especially on the other side as well, it's brought sex in the industry now. Nice. Yeah, there's so many female artists who are otherwise brilliant, like unbelievable artists, but no one cares because they just focus on what they look like, and it's like, yeah, you do great tattoos, you don't need to post a picture of your ass out. Yeah. You can do what you want; it's your body, but I think it kind of cheapen it.
Have you noticed, I'm sorry about saying that now. I know that it sounds like really bad, but if you post like a photo of like a lady part, maybe under boob or on the side of the hip,
oh god, yeah,
you'll have straight away likes. Even if the tattoo is not good, even if it's the most simple tattoo, they're gonna have 1,000 likes.
Yeah,
and then suddenly you put a fucking amazing piece that you spend hours and hours. Yeah. And you get 3 likes. You're what?
It's unfortunate because sex sells and too many dudes are really pervy. So it's like they'll see a bit of skin and it's like they can't control the libido, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is today's life. And
entertainment, I think Instagram is set up to hook you
It changed
on things now. The algorithm is really want you to be on it. And then
as someone who's gone through addiction, I can promise you that shit is addictive. Not just watching it, posting it. Yeah. Posting is just as addictive as watching.
Right.
Because it's just that constant need to be validated by strangers. Yeah, because that's all it is. That's all we're doing. I got all these many likes. Those theoretical thumbs ups from strangers.
Yeah. You know what I did for me? Now on my post, I just erased the like button because before I was checking to see how many likes I got, and I realized that I'm putting too much thought on it. I don't need to.
You see it straight away. You see it somehow. It's now it's in our brains to actually check the numbers as well.
I just erase it so I cannot see it anymore, and I don't focus on that. So people can straight away see the work, and I'm gonna see only how many people engaged.
That's the thing.
That's the only thing. How many people I reached out.
Yeah, and that's the most important.
Yeah, it's all about good having all these likes and followers. Are these people real? Are they engaging with what you're doing? Because if not, then it's just pointless. You're pissing in the wind then.
Yeah, so there is definitely a pressure of mostly Instagram, I would say.
But I think it puts pressure on people as well. Maybe people who aren't as tech savvy or as enthusiastic about social media. Because I know I see all these tattoo artists and they'll post 2 reels every day and plus a TikTok video, stories and all sorts. Yeah. Where do you have the time? Between tattooing and having a personal life. Do you have a personal life? Because I don't think you do.
I'm going to wait. Alex coming back.
Yay, welcome back.
Welcome back. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you.
So yeah, we are back with Leon, and let's go and focus a bit more on mental health, but this time on client's perspective. And
yes, okay, we got some questions about that as well. So here goes. Many people get tattoos after a major life event. How can artists create a safe space for those moments?
I definitely think it helps to be like sort of like inviting so they can talk about it. Do be reassuring and things like that, and make sure you put forward an air of non-judgment. Because no doubt you've heard some pretty harrowing stories as of you, with some clients. I mean, I've had some crazy ones.
Yes,
but I'm always astounded at how willing people are to open up to you anyway. As a tattoo artist, I feel like sometimes, because I've had it before where people come to me with an idea, done the design, everything's good, and they've not really given me the backstory on what it is until we like at least a quarter of a way in with the tattoo. Because I feel like at that point, I mean, you've been literally under their skin for a quarter of an hour. You can't get really much closer to someone than that, really. So I find you're always going to somehow get a version of those stories, regardless anyway. But I think if someone can feel like definitely safe enough around you to give you backstories and context early, I think you've done your job. I think if you can put that air of safety forward, I think, you're not only are you good at your job, but you're definitely going to be recognized as such by your clients.
Yeah, I agree.
I think so, people, they feel so safe to say all these stories to people that they know that they will not be judged for those. Because
and if you think about it in the tattoo world, there's almost by default this air of non-judgment, because we spend our lives around people who are more freaks, so to speak. Because like when we see people do the more crazy body mod stuff, that's not shocking to us anymore. And we don't judge that, so I think we're set up not to judge. I think our apprenticeships teach us that as well.
Especially like people in our age, we learned that, on our year, like when you were getting a tattoo, like people, they were like, look at him. So I think that's why we learn, and then all the new generation just get used of it, and they're not judging, and they're like,
yes, because they come up in the age of non-judgment, so to them it's already there. I mean, I say that, but they judge. Everyone judges. Everyone everyone does to a degree.
We do it, like it's in your human nature. We're gonna do it.
But I think it all depends on like how consciously you judge. But I mean, as long as someone could tell you a story while you're tattooing them, and as long as you're not genuinely sat there thinking, God damn, this person's weird. As long as you're not doing that, because you got to understand as well, you got to always keep it in the back of your head that everybody's story is completely different. They're always going to have different circumstances that led them to that point. Just as yours are probably going to sound just, weird to me or whoever. So I think if you're just open and receptive to that, then it makes you much more understanding, not just as a tattoo artist, but as a human being as well.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the connection between client and artist is important, and we almost like training ourselves to find that connection with everyone, right?
Yeah, that's
we definitely have this sense of kind of screening someone, like just asking a few questions, and then you kind of like understand them, like this. That's how it is for me, but most probably for everyone else as well. Who does this for a while.
That's why I think it's important to put forward this message that it's kind of like it's important for us, especially in a job where repeat custom is quite an important thing. That you're not just gaining clients, you're gaining relationships. I think that's super important. And if you can just being friendly can make someone feel like you're their friend. And that's going to make them more inclined to come back. It's less about I walked away with this tattoo. It's more like I had this experience in this shop, this is the result. And it's not just, you don't just walk away with the tattoo, you walk away with the memory of the day. Things like that, so
and that's how you get the recommendations.
Exactly. And that's why interesting things always happen in tattoo shops. Interesting things really happen.
Have you seen this? It was like somewhere in America, like they trying to make tattoo experience like as an experience. So you're going the first day, you're gonna eat a meal.
Oh no, that's
like they do it like so posh. Like when I see that, I'm like, okay, bro.
Come on. I mean, don't give it this. They're giving an experience and then just going, here's this exclusive thing.
Here, to be honest with you, we did like a few months ago. We were like starting cooking for our clients. Like we have all together lunch.
I like that. I like that.
So that was like all of the customers. They were like surprised when we were doing that. They were like. What do you mean? Like,
but it was fun for us. It's just a fun thing what we can do. We actually, after months and months, we figure like, oh, actually, we have this cooker there, and we can.
It makes perfect sense.
Why not?
Like, eat all together as a big family on the same table. Laugh, say things.
And it's because there's there's like a theory about that ancestral thing, isn't it? That it's like when you enjoy food as a communal thing, it doesn't matter how much of the set of strangers you are, you're going to talk like old friends. I think there's something to that. I genuinely think there's something to that. And you are giving a definitely unique to North of Winter experience in doing something like that. Absolutely.
Our chef needs to come back from Italy, please.
Well, he's Italian, of course you do.
He's good.
Where's my tonato?
He can make a pasta.
Pasta.
Oh, perfect.
So next one, Alex.
Can tattoos play a role in healing trauma or boosting self-esteem?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, 1,000 times yes. 1,000 times yes. I was always very not a confident person at all. Tattooing definitely put me like not doing tattoos, but getting tattoos definitely made me feel more comfortable in my own skin. Definitely doing tattoos gave me a different confidence though. I was always terrible around people like talking, especially to strangers. Tattooing gave me so much with that. But getting tattoos made me feel like it gives you that a little bit more extra pride when you look in the mirror. And when you look good, you feel good. What's wrong with that?
The buzzing of the waking up of that tattoo session is just like hits you like, oh my god, I've got a new tattoo, I've got this, and it's just this buzzing feeling of the week or like for a week.
All these years, and I still get the same. When I came home the other day with my back, and I was stood there looking in the mirror like, oh shit, and he's like, I've been getting tattoos since I was 14. I'm 35 now, and I still get it to this day. I still get a new tattoo. I'm like,
it's like all the new tattoo like ideology, like to now go with the body flow, like gives you even the body, like change your body, like gives you even more, like, gives you even more bigger shoulders, for example, or like, everything that, or hide like things that you want to hide.
Yes, that's very important. A lot of people getting tattooed because they have marks and scars and stuff like that. And then tattoo is a great option for that, for sure.
So many people like they have like a bit, lose weight and they have like a part of skin, some that they don't like arms, and they get a tattoo that tricks the eye, and suddenly they feel so happy again. Like they can do like a t-shirt and go out, or like a.
There's even little things like when I got that done, just that, and it's only a little thing. I am going to extend it, but I was just like saw myself in the mirror, and I was kind of like, that's how my face feels like it was. It's more towards what it feels like it was supposed to look.
Right.
And I said, but it's a tattoo on your face, Liam. But it's what it means to me.
Yes.
And that's what I think. That's so good. It's like you say, healing a trauma, because it's what that tattoo means to that person.
Yes.
It could be a tattoo that has nothing to do with what they're trying to go through. Like the parent could have passed away who they loved, but they got a tattoo of a paperclip. So what? It's catharsis, it's good for them.
Yes.
It's definitely a healing thing. Most definitely.
I believe that as well, yes. And we all have clients who's getting tattoos because of that, And they're really, really happy. So that's a cool thing.
Oh God, yeah. Cool.
Like we have talked about that like before. Like I have like a customer. She had like a nerve thing, a problem, and she feels pain on her body every day. With that, she feels relief because the pain is concentrated in one spot.
Yes.
So she gets that too.
Crazy.
She's like crazy.
God damn.
I fear for her,
Yeah,
this is
Like so far, she just because she has it all her life. So now you cannot get used of, but she's used of like, okay, this is my life. She can manage.
Yeah.
But now that she found tattooing, she's coming like pretty much like.
What an amazing position for you to be in to give her that.
Oh yeah.
That must feel pretty cool.
No, like I'm really happy because like the first time when she came to me, she was afraid. Like it was like 5 years ago, and after that she's coming again and again and again, and now she's on the spot like do whatever. She never. I want my back.
Yeah.
Does it do whatever? Like,
Say no more, fam.
nice.
I'm creating what project? Okay, let's do that. Out of my head.
Just do whatever you want.
Like a nice flu, but she had like some crazy. Like she has a really nice project. I'm waiting for that to finish. I'm like,
I can't wait to post this.
because
I've got one this weekend at a convention in Blackpool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to post. I just can't wait to take the photos, man. It's going to be stood there in the middle of the convention. I'm looking forward to that. It's a good show.
which one? The
Blackpool.
Blackpool.
Yeah. Everyone else at my work are doing Cornwall on the same weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to do Blackpool like last year, but
Come next year.
next year.
You'd like it. It's a good show. It feels like a big show. It's like it's got that small show awesomeness, but with the big show feel.
Okay.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I will
with
check
you,
it out next year. I want to hit the road a little bit. So
Well, me and you are hopefully doing Frankfurt.
yes.
Let's do Poland.
I'm going to Poland. Well, me and Bev were talking about doing a collaboration in Poland as well, weren't we? So, like, what if me, you, and Bev did one? That'd be crazy.
5 people on one.
Fuck yeah. Well, Sam did it. Why can't we?
Yeah, like I was saying to like the guys, like to go all together, to go like a team, like that's gonna be sick. Like,
I just messaged them yesterday.
okay,
Word of Ink.
Good. Get on it now. Well, if I can get in there, you can. You'll be fine.
Yeah. It's pretty much offered. It's just.
I need to book mine for next year.
details.
I need to do mine for next year because what a show, man. Like, what a show.
Yeah.
Shout out to World of Ink. What a show.
I mean, like everyone says like really good things about it.
Yeah.
I had a blast last year. This year, sorry. I had an amazing time.
Oh.
And some of the people I met, it's like people I thought I'd never meet. Yeah, it was really nice. People like, and they say don't meet your heroes. Bullshit. Bullshit. I was so happy to meet those guys.
If they are tattooists, then.
Yeah, it was like, I just like, and you like the fact Yomiko stood there watching what I'm doing. I'm like, I've never felt fear like that. But what a cool guy. Really, really nice guy.
Nice. Okay, next one.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give clients about mental preparation before a tattoo session?
Get fucked up, Come in still wired from the night
This is
before.
going to hurt very much, but you got it.
Here's a stress ball. Deal with it.
Yeah.
I first and foremost for me is like a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
I always tell them that because there's nothing that can't be sorted with a good night's sleep, for a start. I would say be hydrated, don't be hungover, make sure you've eaten plenty the night before and the morning of.
Yeah.
And job's a good one, man. Like, bring it, and if you're not a talky guy, don't you love it when they bring books, and headphones?
Oh yeah, when they come in with a little setup, I'm like, yes.
Because I love a chatty client. I do, but every now and again,
sometimes you just have to zone
I think
out
like
and
after an hour, 2 hours, you don't have too much to say. Like, and you feel uncomfortable. Like,
I can tap for England, man. I can go and go.
oh, really? For me, I have caught myself on like asking things that, like just trying to have a conversation.
It's like talking without saying anything, isn't it? It's just like, going on holiday this year.
Have you watched anything good recently?
It's just it's inane shit. It's just like, they teach that stuff in like hairdressing college.
But these are strangers.
Okay.
These are strangers. You will have sometimes you just have to make small talk.
Yeah, you do.
You're usually gonna do it for the half an hour to an hour, the first start.
And then you
I'm
finish.
just going.
It's like I always find this is like half an hour to an hour of small talk, and before you know it, you're like talking really deeply about political issues, like things like that. It's like, and all of a sudden you have a solution for the war in the Middle East. when you're a tattoo client, or it's like suddenly you've got a solution to world hunger and things like that. It's like when you're out and you meet someone and you have a few drinks together, and before you know it, you're starting a business together. You're going for a walk at 4:00 in the morning, stuff like that. But as far as like mental preparation for clients goes, I think it's just practice a lot of like just practice basic self-care. Don't be an idiot. Just be hydrated and well fed and well rested, and the day will go well.
It starts to make sure the artist is actually a good one, and you have your trust in the artist, so you're not stressing too much because you know that artist is amazing and then going to do 100%, and then
It sometimes takes time. Like if it's the first time, I know that, but you went to that artist because you see his work, you like his results, and that's how. If you don't know him, just search more about him.
We all
figure it out who he is.
If we sense that a client comes like nervous and we are trying to break the ice very early, right? We are very early saying, like, you're going to be okay, you want a coffee, this and that, just to make sure they are actually all right.
I just crack jokes. I crack a lot of jokes.
Or jokes,
stuff like that.
For me, I like the consultation because you have already, they met you.
Oh, that's a good one,
Straight away, that they don't feel strangers when they come on the appointment.
They've got a feel for you. Yeah, exactly,
And that's something that I'm always like trying to convince people can come over for 15 minutes, like a chat, see your idea, see your body as well, for the placement, because I'm like, I'm a skinny guy, but you're
and it gives them a chance to see the shop too. That is a good one actually. That is a good one.
So so we said about those. Anything else to add? Anything about you? What you're suggesting to your customers?
Probably I'm going to remember some of that.
2 o'clock tonight. I think it's really good to just make them feel at ease from the second they walk in the door.
Yeah.
Because, especially in this day and age when there's a certain pomposity with tattooers, especially in our fields with realism and things like that, and especially ornamental and stuff, there's a certain degree of pomposity because of what we do and the high standard we hold ourselves to. So there's this like huge air of pomposity. And I've been to studios before where it's just, this place looks amazing. You're obviously an amazing artist and there's some cool art on the walls and stuff, but and things like that. But then you've gone into other shops like this where it's amazing. The artist is fucking brilliant, but they're an arsehole. Or they're just really miserable, or they come across like talking to you is a little bit beneath them, and get the fuck out of here.
I think so. Those artists sometimes they struggle more to find customers. You know what I mean?
Exactly, because they're not putting forward this air of comfortability in the area of the work, and it's not a hard thing to do. I don't think it's really not a hard thing to do. Just smile, damn it.
Smile, just the first half an hour, meet your customer, just connect with him, and then put your headphones and get lost in your own world. That's it.
Because people just want to know that you're cool with them.
Yeah,
that's all they want to know. Yeah. As long as they're sat there, you could have your headphones in. As long as they know that you are cool with them, they don't really care.
Yeah. It's not that hard.
No, it's not. No. I think it's probably one of the easier parts of this job, definitely. It's just sort of, because it's like you say, like what we said earlier, I've had like a terrible thing going on in my personal life, but when my clients walked in, I've got a massive smile on my face and I'm shaking their hand. I've had days where I'm a bit worse, especially with clients who are like regulars. Yeah. But if it's like someone I've never met before, they're not going to know. I'm just going to be like, dude, hi, come on in. And, because it's not hard to switch on, I don't think.
Yeah, we learn that, and then you can switch it off.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not like you have a different face, or you're not two-faced. It's just,
I wouldn't call it a mask, more like a mode.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I was like,
I always love when you have like some people that they are like struggling to be around people, and they're coming with someone that they feel comfortable, and then after a while, they just feel so nice that they don't need that person to be close to them.
Yeah.
I had a lady that she was like on the autistic spectrum, and she wasn't able and her sister came with her sister. Her sister just providing for me don't get she's a bit
just support.
Yeah, so don't get offended if she's not too much talkative to you. And then after half an hour in the session, we were tattooing, her sister was able to go for a smoke without, so she didn't care if she's gonna be around her.
That's cool.
She felt so nice and so calm.
nice.
And even for the next session, we were I can come even by myself. I was
Nice.
that's a success.
That what a privileged position for you as well, because that she feels safe and confident enough around you to come solo, and in the shop as well, so around everyone.
Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
No, I remember I had a little girl like that. She had to come with dad first. I tattooed dad before, and then that's how we built it up to the point where she was able to come all alone. Yeah,
But that's super cool that you were able to facilitate that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
yeah.
That you give someone who wouldn't otherwise be confident enough to come here and do this. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe I was thinking maybe any crazy story you guys got about mental health. I don't know, or someone turned up and then they were clearly something wrong there, crazy.
Ooh.
Something.
I used to work in Bradford, so loads, man, absolutely loads.
Okay.
Loads and loads and loads. Right, let me just try pinpoint one down while you guys think of one.
I hear sometimes people nowadays, they take advantage of that and they say I've got mental health, and they just actually maybe they don't have in such a major level.
They're just an arsehole.
It's just a tool they can use. It's like the COVID thing. I've got COVID.
Yeah. Some people
cancelling.
A lot of people use mental health as an excuse for being assholes.
No?
I completely agree. It does happen, man. It does happen. Crazy stories as regarding mental health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say it.
Okay, so we had this client. I don't remember his first name. I was working with a lad called James, and he were a southern lad, so everything he said sounded, because from Essex, everything he said just sounded hilarious.
Yeah.
But there was this guy who used to come in. I want to say his name was, I'm going to say for argument's sake, his name was Mark.
Okay.
I don't think that was his name, but we called him Psycho Mark. Because he'd sit there, but he'd talk under his breath about how much he despised his ex-wife and how he wants to beat the shit out of her. And obviously he never did.
Yeah.
And then he didn't get tattooed for ages because it turns out he'd gone to prison for trying to beat the shit out of his ex.
Okay.
And then he comes back, but we didn't know this. He comes back and I'm tattooing him. And I was doing something on his upper arm. And then he starts again, he's going, but then he goes sheet white. And he coughs like this, and then he throws up. All over my workstation, all over the place. Why is it always a pot noodle with sweet corn in it? Always. Every time someone's thrown up on me in tattooing, it's always a pot noodle with sweet corn in it.
Wow.
Always, man.
Continue working.
I was just sat there this is fucking excellent, isn't it? Wow. But yeah, we never tattooed him again. He never came back. But he obviously had a lot of mental things going on, things like that. And stuff, and things because we'd heard things later on down the line and things like that. Though we did have one guy who used to live below my old studio. He was obviously suffering quite a lot. I used to be so angry at him, but now it's just kind of I kind of feel sorry for him now.
Okay.
But so our electricity meter was in his flat below my shop, but it had a kill switch on it. And he was paranoid. He was so paranoid. He was under the assumption that we were working alongside the police just to make his day harder. And just crazy. Wow. Honestly, the most craziest things you've ever heard. And we'd be halfway through tattooing with coil machines in a power supply, and he'd just turn our electricity off during the day.
Wow.
Because someone might drop something on the floor or something like that, and he'd just turn it, and it'd be an indefinite amount of time of how long we just couldn't tattoo for.
Why?
Yeah, the guy was a nutcase, man. Like, absolute nutcase. but as far as from what I know of, he's getting the help he needs.
Okay, that's good.
Which was good because when he first moved in, I met him. He was a really nice fella.
Okay,
I just think he spent too much time on his own, smoking too much weed in a basement flat.
Yeah.
But it's weird how the mental health world and tattooing overlap so often.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Because I don't think you've got to be mentally all there to do this job. Like I think there's definitely a certain sort of form of like masochism in this job, in the sense of it's like you come away from it, you never feel like you're good enough. You never feel like you're doing enough. You never feel like you're putting in enough effort. Things like that. So it is a constant state of going, I am terrible at my job. Whether it be the actual practice of tattooing or being a tattoo artist, I am terrible at it. You'll think that constantly in your life.
It's all artists? Because I have met some artists that they are like.
So I think you
never see them.
I think it's all artists who I think it's all artists who are going to see constant progression in their work, or you're going to see constant progression in their work, because they're the ones who are never satisfied. The ones who see that who have who suffer from imposter syndrome. It's awful. It's a horrible mental battle, but they are the ones who are kind of constantly strive to get better. And if they don't, they're unfortunately they're going to fall. But for me, it's just made me want to go, I don't want to feel imposter syndrome anymore. So it's just going to make me want to focus more on becoming better at everything.
I think if you see the progress and looking back years and you realize that is a progress and you're going and you feel like, there are steps and I'm going somewhere, small steps, but then that can be a hard thing to realize that you're actually moving forward, even from one tattoo to another. That white area is a bit clearer, it's nicer, so these levels, and you have to stop and realize you're actually moving, that should be good enough, I think, because if you have a too long a goal, then you're not going to get there in a week or two, and that can feel like, I'm never going to get there. But the small steps. But I think at the moment I'm like happy with my work. Like I'm okay. I know I have a way to go. But looking back 3 years again, like it's I'm so happy where I am.
Exactly.
I see the little steps.
A really good thing to do would be just to go back and look at a tattoo you did 6 months ago, a year ago, 6 months enough, and then look at the one you did the other day. And you will see, and it will knock you the hell out of it. It's a really good idea.
And then you got to realize that's
the bad thing with me. Like I'm working in this shop, I'm seeing these guys.
Oh, dude! So when I've done guests here, and I've been sat there, and Amy's there, T-Bow's there, Sam's over there, I'm just like, fucking hellfire. I feel suddenly
that every day.
I suddenly feel extremely incompetent at my job. But it was the same when I went to World of Ink. It was the same when I did the London show. It's like every time I've gone to a sort of big tattoo thing,
someone does it better. Come on,
but here's the thing, though. Art is so subjective. What's better? What is better?
That's another thing.
Because there'll be people out there, you're their favourite artist on planet Earth. There are people, you're their favourite artist on planet Earth. So screw what everyone else is doing. So you are the best in a lot of people's eyes. So it's like, you are the best in that. You're the best, period.
The thing is that sometimes others sees you different than you see yourself. Like they're going to see you better. Like, okay, I had that before, like, coming with Leanne again, like when, like, lines, I love your lines, and I'm like, and I thought that I'm saying shit, like I'm like, fuck this shit.
Very nice and clean. So
so like I'm like, and then I'm like, okay, I never thought that. I'm like, I'm doing a line, I'm like, how can I get it better? Like, how it's gonna be better?
She comes over and compliments your line work, and now all of a sudden your hand's going like this.
So this is a wrap.
This is a wrap. Thank you so much, Liam, to being here.
No, dude, thank you, man. Thank you for inviting me, lads.
Always great to see you. Thanks for being here and watching our video. Subscribe, please.
Subscribe and like, and see you next time.
Tomorrow. Peace.